What's up YouTube? I'm back in the still standing garage and it's time to put the Monte back together. And if you missed the last two videos on how I got to this point of getting the car nice and shiny like that, get that reflection on point, check out those last two videos. I go over the process of cutting and buffing. And like I said, in this video we're going to put it back together. I already took out the rear bumper here so I could put it back on. It's all dusty and everything. I had it stored on jack stands so that way it wouldn't sit on the ground like the way it is here, but it's on cardboard now. So I gotta go look for the hardware and hopefully I can find it and put it back together. That's the first thing we're gonna do in this video. Then after that, I'm gonna go through the whole car, my whole garage too, go through all this stuff that I have over here. Go through all this right here and look for the trim and piece it together on the floor. So that way I can see where everything goes, and also look for those plastic pieces that go on these pins here and see if I have all of them. Pretty sure a couple of them broke when I took them off many years ago. If I don't have them, then I have to go and source some out, maybe 3D print some. I don't know, we'll figure it out as we go. Let's go. Alright YouTube, and there it is. The bumper is on. I also added some other things. I installed the quarter panel extensions here. I also installed obviously the light there. And then I put on the tail lights just to mock them up. There's no light bulbs under or anything like that. I want to go through the harness and clean that up, but I put them on there just to see what it would look like and see how they will fit. I also threw on the license plate holder and the license plate lights. Threw them in there and see what those would look like. I already went through the trunk and I found all these chrome pieces that were in there. These belong to the Monte. Those two at the end over there belong to the Regal. I still need to go through the interior over here and see what else I find. So far, I'm missing the trim that goes around the back window and also the windshield. I am planning on laying these out on the side and make sure I have everything that I need for the outside. I also need to find the clips. I still haven't found them. Check this out. I found these pieces, these little thin pieces. I was wondering where they belong, and I started making sense of it. It looks like they go right here on the edge of the door. I'm not planning on putting those back on. I also found these other pieces here that are, I guess, like mud flaps, like chrome mud flaps. So these right here, I'm not planning on putting these back on. So these go like right here somehow, something like that. But I don't like that look, so I'm not gonna put them back on. I thought that was interesting. It's pretty cool, so let's keep it moving. And there it is, YouTube. I ended up finding all the pieces for the Monte. I have them all laid out on the floor to make sure I had them all. I have the grill over here. The light bezels over here. This one's broken. That's the driver's side. I hope I can fix it. If not, I'll replace it. I know they sell those, the replicas. And then I do have everything like I said. I laid out the windshield pieces right here. Then the back window over there. It looks pretty good. One thing I forgot to mention is I still have to reseal the windows. Let me see if I can show you. See how it moves a little bit? So I still have to do the windshield and the back window. I have to reseal those. Still have to schedule that. I know I said that in probably the last 2 or 3 videos or whatever it was. And check this out. I think this is pretty cool. I didn't think I had these, but these pieces right here go around the license plate. That piece right there goes on the trunk lid, and then these go on the side. I am missing the piece that goes on the bottom here. It goes on the bumper to complete this little area here. I don't know if I have it in the car. I have to look some more, but that's pretty cool. These 2 pieces are extra. The ones that are on the actual taillights or the original ones, these I ended up finding them in the junkyard a very long time ago. So I am going to request quotes for these to go with it, with the whole kit, and see if I could get them chromed or polished. I'm going to get quotes for both, and then whatever makes sense, then that's the route I'm going to go with. Here's the driver's side. I have everything on this side too. I have these pieces here. I'm not going to put these back on. This car did have a vinyl top, so this piece goes right here. I know I have the other one somewhere, but this is the driver's side. And like I said, this had a vinyl top. Took that off, obviously. And here's the piece that I was telling you that was damaged. This piece right here is busted. I think I could fix that. Doesn't look that bad, but I think it's fixable. I have these pieces right here too. These pieces are the ones that go right here on the roof rail right there. I also have the pieces that go in the front. This one right here. So this one goes right here like so to complete that little roof rail area. I did end up finding all the pieces for the Regal too, which is pretty cool. I knew I had them, I just didn't know exactly where I had them. So now I'm going to end up putting that in the other Monte over there, use that Monte as storage. So at least I have those, get those out of the car. and start cleaning out the car too, because it's all dusty back there from all the sanding and all that body work that I did. Look at all that, it's all nasty back there. Then I do also have to find the other piece. This one goes to the driver's side right here on the door. I have the other piece, and it's behind that hood over there. It's actually on the original door of the Monte, but I have to dig through it and get that damn door out of there, and that way I could take off all that stuff. I still need to take it out anyways, because once I start working on the interior, I have to transfer everything to this door, the window rail, all that great stuff, but that's later on. I'm working on the outside right now. So I'm gonna start taking pictures of all these pieces that I want to send out to chrome or polish. I am gonna take pictures, send out emails, and see if I can get some pricing on those, get two different quotes for polish and chrome, and whatever makes sense for my pocket, then I'll go that route. So let's get that going, and then I'll let you guys know how that goes. Oh, and another thing, I did find all the clips. Well, I don't know if it's all of them, I still have to go through them, but look at that. Have all the chrome exterior molding pieces. They're all in there. I have to count them and make sure I have all of them. Lay them out too, but they should all be there. Wish I would have put a date on that so I would have known when I took them off. I started doing that later on when I started taking off more pieces of the Monte, but they all should be right here. I gotta go through them like I said, but we'll see how that goes. All right, YouTube, so I'm gonna take all the pieces to a spot to go get a quote for them. A lot of people want to see them in person to see if there's any damage, to give a proper estimate. I've been sending emails with pictures and stuff, and a lot of people don't want to give me estimates because it's over pictures and they really want to physically see them. So that's the problem with this, trying to get a quote for them. So the only thing that I'm afraid of right now is getting jacked. If I do decide to leave them at this place or any place at all, not just this particular place that I'm taking it to, I've heard really bad stories of people dropping off their pieces and they never get them back. They tell them that they lost them or they got damaged, whatever the case, but they lose them and they no longer get them back. So it's very hard to find these pieces. I think I saw a set for a 78 to 80 Monte Carlo trim for about 2,500 bucks, something like that. 2,300 bucks to 2,500 bucks. It's crazy, at least to me, right? I'm not I wouldn't ever think that something like this would cost that much, but it is what it is. They're hard to find, so I'm guessing that's what, runs the price up. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them, get a quote, see what it looks like. If it's great, then I'll drop them off there, and then I'll let you know where I dropped them off, and then we'll go from there. Alright, YouTube, so I ended up dropping off all the pieces at this spot called Ontario Metal Polishing. He gave me a 3 to 4 week turnaround, which is not bad compared to other places. Plus the pricing was pretty good, and he was a good guy, so I'm hoping that everything turns out good. The pieces that he told me he couldn't polish were these right here, and then those over there. Those purple ones, I didn't picture or record them, but I've been having those for about 20 years because the original pieces that go to this Monte are actually broken. So I had found those in the junkyard a very long time ago, and I had thought about polishing them or combing them later on in life, but here we are. I can't polish those. So a person on on Facebook hit me up and told me, hey, you're better off just replacing those. They sell them on eBay. I did find them on OPGI for about $160 a pair, so that's not bad. I might end up doing that. And then for these right here, these are pretty clean. They're just dusty. The original ones are on here, but it looks like this car was already painted before, and you can see the blue color that's on there, the overspray. So I'm planning on just cleaning these up and replacing those, so that's not bad at all. I ended up digging out the original door that goes to the Monte. The door that's on there, for those of you that don't know, is actually a donor door, but that one's completely stripped. It doesn't have anything in it, so I do have to remove everything that's in this one and put it on that one. And the reason I took it out now is because I forgot to take this piece off because I want to get that polished. I'm also planning on replacing the inner and outer window sweeps because these are busted. They're all cracked. I don't know how I forgot to send those over there because I was talking about it earlier and I forgot to take this one. Another one that I completely forgot about is this piece right here. I do want to take that off and send it to them so that way they could all be polished. I don't know about the windshield wipers. I might end up getting those chrome or polished. I don't know yet, but how bad would that look if this is all nicely polished and then that's all busted? So we'll see. Check this out, YouTube. We're in October right now. It's about to be Halloween. I know I'm late on my uploads, but it is what it is. Taking me a long ass time to finish this car and get these videos out. But look at that. Look how tight that is. The welding dead. He has a little miller on there. Look what it says in the back. The power of blue. That's tight. Little. His little glove. He's got his whip on there. Little bobblehead. That's tight. Check it out. For those of you that don't know, I'm a fabricator. Been a fabricator for about 20 years now. And these are real tight. I bought this, I don't know, probably like 8 years ago. And I take it out every October, and I always post something on Instagram about it. But for me, it's tight. Look what I got back already. I went to drop off those pieces on Saturday. Today is Monday. So look how clean that looks. Now this piece right here, the grill, is plastic. He did tell me I'm better off dipping it in chrome or getting a new one. But I told him it was okay, that he could give it a go. He said he wasn't going to be able to give me a warranty on it if he tried to polish it, because it is plastic. If he did hit it with the wheel, it will burn off the chrome if he stayed on it too long. So let me show you right here on top. For example, right there, you see that old paint right there? They didn't mask off the car correctly, and they didn't take off the grill like I did to paint the whole car. But you can see some of that overspray there. He told me that if I hit it with some acetone, I could remove it, and then the chrome should still be okay. Now these pieces here, these are the pieces that go on the license plate. These are plastic too. Same thing. He said he wasn't going to warranty them. I could show you the chrome, how it came out after polish. You see those specks there? I'm okay with it. He told me about it, but I'm cool with it. Like I said, it's not a show car for me. You look at it like this. Look how clean that looks. That looks cool. I'm okay with it. Now the pieces that are gonna go on the side of the car here, I'm expecting those to be real nice because they're not plastic. So I'm expecting real good quality out of that. So we'll see how that goes. Let's move on to the next thing. Let's see what else we can install. Let's go. Check out what I got today in the mail, YouTube. I got the gaskets for the mirrors, so I guess I'm installing those next. I got these. They also sent me this right here. So this is from gbodyparts.com. I didn't actually order it from their website. I ordered it from their eBay store. So here's a quick tip on this is I checked out their pricing on their website, and it's exactly the same as their eBay store, but on their eBay store it's free shipping. So on the website you pay shipping. So a quick tip there, little bit of savings. I mean, it's not a lot, but hey, who doesn't like free shipping? It's exactly the same pricing when it comes to the part itself, but the shipping is free. So I want to show you the difference between this remake here and then the old one. So this is the old one here, same whole pattern and everything. You see that right there? Maybe I have this one flipped. There you go, same whole pattern, right? But check this out. The only difference is it has a slope. This one has a slope, which is the remake, right? This one has a slope too, the stock OG one. But then when I put them back to back, let me see if I can get it close to the camera here. It's slightly different. I would say like about a 16. 16, that's a difference. I mean, I don't think that's going to make a big difference when it comes to installing it. So we'll put them on right now and see what it looks like. But yeah, it's about a 16. So I just wanted to show you that's the only difference there. Other than that, it's good to go. So this one here, as you can see, it bends a little. You see that? But obviously it's old. It's over 40 years old. This one is brand new. Doesn't bend, so it's a lot better. So let's install these, show you guys how this goes. Let's go. So the mirror goes like this. I'm gonna put it with the slope down. Then we'll install it. There you go. Let's put it on there. Gotta put it on there without scratching the paint. And these go in there with an 11mm socket or 7/16. There it is, it's all installed. So here's the thing right here at the bottom. See if it'll focus again. You see this at the bottom? See, I was trying to get it flush, but I guess it doesn't sit like that. I mean, it's on there, you can't really notice it when it's on there, but the whole point of that is just to keep it from having metal to metal contact. I mean, it's good, it's on there. I didn't want to over tighten it because I don't want to create the indentation in there again, because it did have it before. So I worked that out, metal worked it out, and then I put a little bit of filler there, and then also some of that short strain fiberglass filler. And there it is, looks real clean. Still have to clean the mirror a little bit, but look at that. I think it's just right on that angle, how it's supposed to be, that slope. So I'm liking it. Now let's put on the driver's side. Alright YouTube, so I installed the tail light fillers. Those are the pieces that go on top of the tail light. There's usually a hole here without them, so that's these pieces right here, both sides. I went ahead and installed those. I also cleaned up the harness and I put it back in with brand new bulbs. I checked them all out with the turn signals and also the hazard lights, and it turned out really good. Everything was working fine. The one thing that I am going to change is the bulbs for the license plate. They're a little too yellow for me, so I might replace those with some LEDs with some white ones. Another thing is that the turn signals switch needs to be replaced on the column, but that's on a later date. It is what it is. I also purchased these stainless steel chrome plated screws off of eBay. I bought those to install the chrome trim, and I also put two of them here, one here, one over there. Makes it really pop, makes it really stand out, because the old ones are pretty busted. I have them, but they're busted. They look nasty in my opinion. I ended up cleaning up the grill already. I took off all the paint from the top here. Let me see if I can show you. Get a little close up there. See how the paint's all gone. I ended up cleaning it up with the razor blade. I wasn't able to take it off with acetone, but the razor blade was doing a good job of removing the paint without scratching the chrome. So it turned out good, and I'm really happy with it. So I am going to try to install it right now just to see what it looks like. I bought the hardware to install the grill. Got this off of eBay. It comes with the torque head screws, if I can show you here. See that right there? And then it comes with the little plastic inserts that go on the header panel. So they advertise these so that way you guys know on eBay or anywhere you're looking for them, because I know OPGI sells them too. But these, they advertise them to fit only Elcos and Malibus, and it says that it doesn't fit these cars. But after doing some research, supposedly these are supposed to fit 78 to 79 Montes. So we're gonna find out right now. I'm gonna try to install them right now and see how that goes, and I want to see what the grill looks like after 20 years of not being on it. Let's see what it looks like. One thing that I noticed is once you put these in there, they fit in there real loose. Like they'll fall out. Like look, if I push this one down, so they just fall out. So what I'm thinking is gonna happen is they sit in there loose like that, but once the screw is in there, it opens it up to where it tightens up on the actual header panel. So we're gonna find out right now if that's the case. So I just wanted to point that out for those of you that are trying to put on your grill and you see that these don't fit in there snug or tight. Like that's on the header panel. There's a metal piece here in the middle. It's like a support bracket. I want to paint this black, by the way, because it kind of looks funky. It has an overspray of the primer, so I might take it off. It's not that hard. At least I don't think it's hard to take off. But my point is here on the metal piece, it doesn't go in tight. Like I might have to squeeze it in there, or I might have to use a mallet to get it in there. Same thing on this side. They're a little tighter. so it's a little better, like it'll go in there. But I think on the areas where it's fitting loose, like this right here, I have to use the screw. Once it's on there, hopefully it tightens up. And there it is, it's on, and it's exactly what I thought. So these are the ones that were fitting loops on this side. Look at that, it's real nice and tight. So I didn't know that that's how those work. It's been a very long time since I've worked with those plastic inserts. So it's on there snug all the way around. I tried tugging on it everywhere, so it's on there. I mean, I didn't over tighten because obviously it's plastic, so I don't want to break or crack anything, but it looks good. I'm still gonna take it off. I just wanted to see what it looked like with it on, so I might leave it on for a bit before I take off that bracket in the back and paint it. You can't even see it, but I know it's there, so why not paint it? Alright YouTube, so I'm in the process of looking for the hardware for the bezels. So I am planning on buying some new ones. That's the game plan still, to buy some new ones because I can't find anybody that could actually chrome those for me. So new it is, but I need to find the hardware. So what I need is, I'll try to see if I can show you here. So you see this hole right here? That one right there takes a plastic insert. I believe it takes four, one here, one over there, and then two more up here somewhere. And then also takes a U-nut here with the screw going in this way. It's a Tex head type of screw, kind of how the grill has. So I am going to try to see if I can find those. What I am going to do is I'm going to go to Lowe's. I know I could find them on eBay, but I need to make sure that they're the right size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the bezel off the 79 here. Take off this one and then take off the plastic little inserts, take one to Lowe's and see if I can match it up with something. Cause like I said, I could find them on eBay, but I don't know what size they are, so I want to make sure that I get the right ones. And I know that in Lowe's they do sell the screws, this type of screw here. So I want to see if I can get those two, same length, same style and everything. So let's see if I can find them. Hopefully I can. 79 still on standstill. There you go. Here are the little plastic inserts. There's one here, and then there's two more, one up there, then another one right there. There you go. So I am gonna take off, I'll probably take off two, then I'll take off the little U-nut there. So I'm gonna take off one of those, so hopefully I can find those two. I'm also gonna take the screws with me, and because they're different size screws, let me show you. So there's two different sizes, these two right here. So the little one is for the U-nut up here, for both U-nuts. And then this one, the longer one, is the one for the little plastic insert. So let me see if I could take these off. Let me see if I could get it with the flathead screwdriver. Pop that out. There you go. It looks like a flathead screwdriver is better. There we go. There it is. This is what it looks like. Just hopefully they have that. If not, I'm gonna have to measure this one and then just go off of my measurements and buy them on eBay. But that's what these are. These are the same style as the grill. It looks like when they're brand new. Obviously this is squeezed up, and then when you put in the screw, it opens it up, and that's what grips onto whatever hole you have it in. So let's see if I can take off the other one. I'm gonna take two just in case. They're not that bad to take off. Hopefully the corner light doesn't get in the way. It looks like it will be in the way. These corner lights, by the way, don't belong to this car. I bought the car like this, but 78.9s take different style of corner lights. There, I was able to take it out. So I'm gonna take this one with me too. I'm not gonna try to take off the bottom one, because the bottom one looks like the corner light is gonna get in the way. But like I was saying, this one right here belongs to a 78. So the blue one that I have, this one here is from a 78 because it has the little night emblem right here in the front. The 79 has corner lights that have lines going across like this. Let me see if I could find the original ones that go to these years. 79 takes a certain corner, 78 takes a different corner, and then 80s don't have the corner lights like this. They have them at the bottom. And then the ones that have the one in the bottom, the 80s, they actually have the night emblem on there too, which is pretty cool. So that's all I'm missing from my collection. I have a 78 and a 79. Now I need a 80, but I gotta finish one of these cars. All right, so I was able to find the 79 corner lights, the original ones. So this is what a 79 corner light looks like. So this one actually belongs to this one, to this car. But these I actually bought them at a junkyard, probably like 2004, 2005. I used to go to the junkyard back in the day almost every weekend. And whatever parts I found that were like for my cars, my 83 Regal or the 78 when I bought it, I just grabbed it. And I'm pretty sure I paid close to nothing for these. Now if you find these original like this, you're probably paying, I don't know, over $100. It is what it is. They're hard to find now. So these are the original ones. Obviously they're still old, they need to be cleaned up, but at least I have them, because these are even cracked too. So I do have new lenses for my 78. I do want to replace those. I am gonna have to use the same housing, but I am gonna have to take off the old lens and then put the new ones. But I'm gonna make a video on that, so be on the lookout for that. Now let's go to Lowe's, see what happens. Check this out, YouTube. Look what I just got. Brand new bezels for the Monte. Got these off of eBay. Paid about 160, 170, something like that. They have the original black stripe in the middle of the chrome right there. If you can see that. Real clean. These are going to be badass on the Monte here. Look at that. Clean. I didn't have any luck at Lowe's finding all the hardware. I couldn't find any of these pieces over there. I remember seeing some torque head screws there before in their automotive hardware section, and they didn't have any, even the push nuts here or the U-nuts. So what I ended up doing is I started searching for them on eBay and also on Amazon. So I found the push nuts on Amazon. I bought 30 of them for about $9, which is not bad at all. Look at that. Brand new. So that's badass. So obviously I don't need all 30 of them, but it's good to have. I think it's a lot cheaper than buying a kit. I also bought the U-nuts right there. Bought a whole bunch of them. I think I paid like $8 or $9 for those too. Got a whole bunch of them. I think I only need 2 per side. And look at that. Same size and everything. It's going to be exactly the same thing. So we're going to be good with that. I also couldn't find the torque head screws anywhere else other than eBay. I did find those. I bought a whole bunch of these. I think these are 24. They're chrome plated stainless steel. Now these are a little bit shorter than the original ones. You see that? Let me put it side by side there in full focus. These are 13/16s, and the original ones are about 1 inch, so it's only 3/16 a difference. I did try them out on the 79 over there to make sure that they fit, and it snugs up the bezel over there, so we should be good. Now for these little ones here, these are the ones that go with the U-nuts. So these are not going to be that bad, so they're almost the same length there, so I'm going to be okay with that. Not a problem at all. So it's looking really good, piecing it all together, getting all these pieces in. I am waiting for more parts to get here. I'll show you those in a bit. This video is turning out to be more of getting everything together and making sure I have it all before installing it. So let's keep it moving. And here are the other parts I was telling you that I was waiting for. These are brand new door handles, nice and chrome. They have a piece of plastic around them. That's why they look kind of funky like that. But these are brand new. These came with the gaskets for them. These right here, I've never installed these before. I've never seen them before. So I'm going to have to check out the Monte over there or the Regal to see if they have it and how they get installed. So I'm going to have to check them out. I did go on YouTube and try to find some videos on these. There is some out there, but they really don't explain how they go and show how to install them. So I might do a video on that. Got the brand new door locks too and the trunk lock. So got these in. That's going to look real nice. I'm starting to look at the door locks, and it looks like I'm going to have to use one of the brackets off of these old doors. So we'll see how that goes. Got to see if I even have them. I know I have it for the passenger side. I don't know about the driver's side, but it is what it is. So far, it's been about 4 weeks now since I've been waiting for the trim to come back from the polisher. I'm still waiting, so this video just turned out to be a video about putting all the pieces together, make sure I had them all. So hopefully it was informative for you guys, whoever is putting G-bodies together, because most of these parts are compatible with other G-bodies, except for like the bezels and corner lights and stuff like that. But some of the hardware here. It goes with all the G-bodies. So check that out. If I do have links for them, they're going to be in the description of this video. So check those out if that's going to be helpful for you guys. So stay tuned for the next upcoming videos of installing all these parts on the Monte. That's going to be on the next one. So thank you for watching. G-body still standing. Let's go.